Aloha everyone, this is Mitchell Ornalis, resident osteopathic family physician here in Seattle, Washington. So another video for our journal entry for Indigenous Minded YouTube channel. Gonna get right into it. Thank you everyone for supporting. Just to go over the past week, let's see where I left off. I think I was just kind of going through my shifts. I think I made one last weekend too. Maybe Sunday. I think Sunday was my day off. And then I had a day shift still in family medicine service, so it was a full day Monday. Tuesday, the service has been a little bit good, so Tuesday wasn't too bad, and I was able to go to didactics, and we went over some musculoskeletal things in the didactics, doing like range of motion testing. A lot of similar things I know as a DO, but some of those specific testing with like sports medicine, which was great. So like tests for like strength, like stability versus like strength, and tests of like pain and impingement. So that was interesting, especially with the shoulder. We focused on the shoulder mostly. So it was really good. Not too bad. Getting some more movement, hearing some more movement about us being able to use osteopathic manipulative medicine in clinic and the hospital. Some things that are working, and hopefully, you know, as the first DOs for me and my co-intern, there's a lot of things that we're trying to put together and trying to be a part of and being patient. And I think things are going to be happening soon, hopefully, so we'll be able to go back to using our OMM. And I feel there is a need for it. I feel people want it, especially when I'm in clinic and there's people that wanted to come continue to see me for my treatment, so it's important to me. Wednesday I had short call, so it wasn't too bad. I think I remember I was able to get out of the hospital fairly decent time. Thursday I had a full day. It wasn't too much going on. I think I had someone that was going to be coming in, but we actually didn't get on. We had to go to the night team as far as an admission. Friday I had clinic, so I had hospital in the morning, and then it was the end of the week. It was a Friday, so we had feedback. I guess I'm being noted for having good connections with my patients and trying to continue to do my part for the team and develop my abilities as an intern and as much as I can do. So that's nice to hear. And there's some patients I'm making connections with that I didn't necessarily thought I would be making connections with. You know, like we have a lot of choice words that are given to me and, like, you know, asked to leave the room. It's the nicest way to say this. And they actually found that they were making more connections with me than anyone, so that's pretty interesting. I was able to discharge a few people before I left day service, so now I'm actually going on to nights. So I'm transitioning to nights starting today on Saturday. It's 7 nights straight. So it's kind of interesting. So Friday night, Friday after clinic, we had some events I've been trying to go to and stay a part of. We had one of our preceptors hosted us at her place. She calls it the Funky Farm, and it was a cultural night. I got to go there, and it was a lot of people from our organization, from our clinic site, and a lot of indigenous people, and we're talking about different things that we're working on, sharing, people from other residencies as well, other med students, and talked about and did some things that were some foods that were being prepared, some like shawls and things that are like prepared for other events, and just talked about things. So it's kind of cool just to hang out too. Ate some food, good soup, and some homemade like gluten-free cobbler, mixed berry cobbler with some ice cream. Was super good. Got to go see Joker with one of my co-residents, so that was interesting movie. Pretty dark, but it was nice to see. It was fun to be able to do something like that, and try to stay up as much as possible. So I ended up doing like laundry later that night, Friday night. Stayed up till about 3:30. I was trying to stay up as much as I could to get ready for today. It's hard to transition, but and also a big thing I did this week is getting my schedule figured out for the next few months. So we try to get our clinic days figured out. There's a lot of things happening and changing in our clinic. People are leaving, people are taking on new roles, and that's kind of what it is for our clinic. And in a lot of areas, when you're working in clinics in different areas of need, a lot of times there's a lot of changeover, and that's just part of what happens. And you just try to be as flexible as you can. So I was looking at my schedule coming up the next couple months. I have obstetrics coming up next month in a couple weeks after I finish this rotation. I was just like really trying to get my clinic days figured out. It's like, oh, there's a lot of a lot of prep, a lot of emails. I got to make sure I'm ready, and just a lot of things I have like in my. I text myself as reminders, and I have in like my booklet of like to-dos when days come up to like make sure to send this email and be ready. And we just try to do our best and stay on top of things and balancing our life, because it's a lot to kind of manage sometimes. We have like but like residency, like retreat next month. I'm trying to coordinate that with my significant other, and also have some vacation, trying to coordinate that with family, because that's what I'm trying to do is stay here in the Northwest, but I want to be able to visit like Washington, Oregon, so trying to coordinate things like that. And it was big for me to like, I've been trying to really save my money as best I can, so really using like my money in the hospital for like, we have general pay, or use it for like Starbucks. We have money for Starbucks, and like trying to use that. I was waiting to get our payment, and like or getting paid, and like trying to pay myself first with savings and trying to do things right. And it's a lot to manage and a lot to balance, but it's part of the journey. But yeah, so now Saturday, I was able to volunteer this morning, so I slept a little bit, and then this morning we had a spirit walk run, and I helped out with doing the stretching, me and two of my other co-residents. It was fun. Billy Mills, Olympic gold medalist, Native American, Oglala Native. It was nice to see him again. I saw him during medical school, and we had an event for a 5K as well. So hearing his story again, hearing his speech again, and some of the things that he had to talk about now, like with current events, was very inspiring and makes me want to be better. And it was very powerful, very spiritual. We had a good prayer, and I was only able to be there for a little bit. Then I came back, went and got some groceries, did a little mini workout, took a nap so I can get ready for tonight to try to stay up. So a lot of change and a lot of things that we're trying to get ready. So just a lot of things, we're continuing to move like with this rotation. Got nights coming up and hope it goes well. Expecting to get admissions and being able to think on the fly, and as an intern, kind of having all the patients and having my senior and being able to try to do as much as I can. And the way our system works, our senior is usually kind of balancing between our medicine service and also with our obstetrics. So hopefully it goes well. And I think those are pretty much all the big things I wanted to talk about. I think for me too is just I'm trying to be more solid and more empowered in like how I feel and what my beliefs are and my journey. And big thing for me is being there, being closer and being more involved with my family, my significant other, just being more present. Having that balance with work and family is tough, and I'm trying to find that out and do the right things and continue to get better. I think those are kind of the big things. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in for this journal. Keep it mission-minded, keep it indigenous-minded. All right. Aloha.